Hey y'all. I thought I could make a two-part video, so maybe I'm ending with two videos. I need to have a look when I could film the second part and when I will find the time to edit. Oh, sorry. I made a coffee. So, no, the camera on my it's my phone. It's on my spinning wheel, so it might look a little bit weird because it's not linear. I don't know if this is the English word, but what I thought for the first part, I forgot to tell about the whole thing. I thought it would be fun to make what I knit until June. So I didn't make a video about my Make 9 because I don't take it seriously. I made a picture on Instagram with my Make 9, but I think most of the projects were projects I had the yarn for, and some of my beginning of the year plans. So it's not a full year roundup. Maybe in the next year it's easier for me to picture what I would like to knit in the summertime or something like this. But my other challenge or idea is to knit 12 pairs of socks. I think it's not that hard for me to knit that much socks because I love sock knitting, and especially in the colder month I always have a sock project on the needles, and it could be a little bit challenging to finish one pair each month. So I will take the book where I this is a sketchbook, so I have some of my knitting things in here. I showed you in some of my episodes, but you could see this is the page with the make 12 pairs of socks in 2025, and and here is my Make 9, so I could show you this, and then the part for this video are the 12 pairs of socks. There is another page where I collected the pictures, but here isn't that much space to collect pictures and informations. But maybe it's nicer to have this notes from myself than to click on Ravelry. Yeah. Short remember to myself, I have something in the oven, so I need to take a break in a few minutes to take it off. But I thought I will start, and yeah. So I sorted the pairs into the months, but it doesn't mean that I strictly knitted it in the month or only in this month or finished it in this month. But I started on the 1st of January with my first pair of quilty cabin socks, and you might tell that these are felted. I blend you in the picture of maybe it's easier if I am sitting on this side. I blend you in a picture of the finished not felted pair. They look very cute, but they are very dense, and I don't know if any children could put their feet in there because it's more like a slipper or something like this. But they are looking so cute, and they are hanging on a wall in my office and bedroom. So it's one room. Okay, so these are the Quilty Cabin socks, and the designer has two names, and I only know the name. It's crochet, Crooked River Crochet. So yeah, it's a popular design. And I bought in the advent time of last year some sock yarn by Woolen Twine. It's Jule. She's in Hamburg based natural dyer. So the gray one is the undyed, and this was, so I bought a full skein of the undyed and a mini bundle, and this color is out of the mini bundle, so there weren't any color names for the minis. I went down to a 2.5mm needles. I always knit my fingering socks on 3mm needles, but I think because this yarn is non-superwash and nylon free, it's with a higher twist, so yeah, I needed some smaller needles to get a nice fabric. Okay, then we could move on. Two of my pairs are wet because I washed them, and yeah, all of these socks are, not all, the last pair not, are worn, so they don't look that nice as they have looked. But I will blend you in pictures of the finished objects when I directly finish them. These are, I named them the sporty socks, and this very nice variegated speckled yarn is also hand dyed in Hamburg. The dyer named Tike, and she dyes on non-superwash basis. This is a non-superwash base. I don't know if there is if she dyes also on superwash basis, but this one isn't, but it has a nylon content in it. And the stripes are in the Schoppelwolle. It was some leftover yarn from another sock project. So fingering weight socks, and I made a 3x1 rib all over a heel flap and gusset with a also in the so I made the 3x1 rib. I don't know if you can tell in this yarn, but there's no break between the pattern of the leg and the heel flap. I think it's not that much to talk about this pattern. So I didn't use the pattern, but I made this nice socks, and I made a slightly longer cuff to look out of my boots, but I think for my boots they are too short, but maybe yeah, but I love to wear them. They are snug enough, and that's very nice. So now I will take a little pause to get my food out of the oven. Okay, let's move on to my March socks. This is interesting. These are also, this is the second wet pair, and there is a lot of pilling, and I think it's because I have worn them while I've sewn something, so there are lots of white bits yeah, on the sock. So very bright and red. I have I don't know if it's Paula Strick, but a designer on Instagram posted a picture about the Melita socks, and they are classic ribbed socks, but the sample picture is in a very bright red color. and I might be a little bit late on the red accessory trend, but I thought it could be very nice for, I often wear black and black, so like today this is a sporty shorts and this is my poppy tee, to have some color pop. And I've worn them quite a lot in my opened Birkenstocks, so to show the all over cable work. The pattern is, after you've done a few rows, intuitive, but there are a few of these cables, and they are cables where you only need to cable one stitch with the other one, and I think I will never do these socks again because it's a little bit fiddly or finicky. I don't know the difference between these words. Maybe there is a big difference, but I forgot. Yeah. And these are also out of the 4-ply Schoppelwolle, so it's a German brand, and the Zauberball is also from this brand, but it's a very classic and easy sock yarn, and it's affordable, and they have a few very nice colors. There are more colors, but I think only a few are for my of my style. So these were my March socks, and then there was a mini cull on Instagram by Marlene Knits, and I think her name is Julia, and she's also from my city, but I never met her because our knitting circle is on the day at the week where I have another appointment. But they hosted a Quilty Cabin sock cull, so I thought, okay, this is the perfect chance to knit a pair or a second pair for myself. And I got these very pink, or it's a light pink, but color of Mondim sock yarn. Sorry, here some hairs I don't like. So you definitely could see that I have worn them. And I had some, it looks more charcoal, but it's a dark brown contrast, so the contrast color is a dark brown, and by Virgolana Arvetta, and this is the Mondim by Red Rosaria Rosa Puma. Yeah, I choose to have one, so as on this one, one pattern repeat. The pattern calls for 2, but I think it's more of a, yeah, maybe I will do another pair with both or all over, but this is the part out of the shoe, and I think it looks nice with only one line of these quilty stars. Not that much to talk about because I made a slip stitch heel where I alternated the slip stitches, so it looks like a honeycomb, but it's very nice for heel flaps because it's a little bit thicker than stockinette. Okay, I could do some deep pilling, but they are socks, they need to be worn, and that's good enough. But that's the purpose I made them for. Okay, the next pair. There are 2 pairs I haven't with me. One pair, I think I have a picture. I will blend you in a picture, but on this, yeah, page where I collected the pictures of the socks, there is one with a red one. These are the Linnea socks, and the blue ones are some very simple stockinette socks, but I made them with a alpaca yarn by Isaya, held double for my grandfather because his feet are getting cold in the colder month. he's very old, and so I thought I could knit him a very soft pair of socks. But these aren't socks I have counted in my monthly overview. So the socks I made in May were the Nautile socks by Audrey Borrego. I don't know the reason, but all her patterns are free on Ravelry. Maybe she couldn't afford to make the customer service and something like this, because there are so many designers out there, and they definitely earn their money for what they are doing, but I think it's very, very nice to make patterns free for all people. And I know there is lots of work going into a pattern, but I think it's very nice when designers choose to publish their patterns for free. And these socks are color work, and they needed some time, so they are all over color work. And you could see these Nautile or in Ammonite. So in German it's Ammonite, and there is a difference between a Nautilus and an Ammonite. But the pattern named Nautilus, so maybe this is Nautilus, or the designer doesn't know the difference. But my partner is geological, so he knows very much about stones and yeah, he likes to look for fossils. That's a little bit cute word in English, because in German when you have a Fussel, it's like the pilling thing, like a little bit of a woolly thing, and you name it Fussel. So fossils, yeah, the word sounds like the Fussel in German. But he likes to collect fossils and is always looking for fossils, and he loves ammonites, ammoniten, I don't know. I will have a look, research what's the English word, or if it's the English word. Yeah, so I thought it would be very fun to make him these socks. And I used some hand-dyed yarn by a German hand dyer, and it's a classic sock yarn with a little bit of nylon in it, and it is variegated from a yellow, orange to a gray color. And as the contrast or the main color, there is not that much difference, only the heel and the cuff and the toe. So the main color was a Mylan white tweed. Sorry, here's a little fly, small fly. What's the brand of this Mylan white? So it's a big German brand, and it's nothing special. It's a fingering tweed yarn. But the darkest color of the variegated hand dyed matches the commercial yarn, and I think it looks very nice. But it would be nice to make another pair, but I don't know if I am in the mood to make this whole pattern again, because you have to look for every row on the at the chart. But to have a non-variegated, so a tonal contrasting color, so you could see maybe you could see the color work pattern a little bit straighter or better. Yeah, and my partner is very cute. He said that this is the pair of socks I made him 2 pairs or 1 pair before, but he got some other handmade socks from his grandmother and some other people. But the Nautili socks are the best fitting socks he ever earned. So he said, "Oh, Makeba, have a look," and he showed me to fit the sock over his heel, and yeah, it looks very nice, and he's very proud and very lucky about this gift knit. Yeah. So the name of the brand of the Meilenweit is Lana Grossa. Okay, and then in June I had a test knit, and I've shown you my seedling socks. This is a pattern by Marla Hartmann by Knit Not Sew, and it's available now, and I won't talk much about it because I talked in my last episode about it and I made a whole video about them, and this is the pair I haven't worn because it's too hot and they are looking so nice. I'm a little bit afraid to wear them. Yeah, this is half a year of a 12 pairs of socks. So I made 7 pairs of socks, and I haven't, so I casted on another seedling sock, but I am not sure if I will keep it or if I rip it back. And there are some patterns I would like to knit in the next months, but I know that I will knit some more in the winter time. So I'm not in a rush if I don't knit a pair of socks in July. When I set up this goal or this challenge for myself, I thought I will knit very different kinds of patterns. And I don't have the feeling that I have, but when I'm looking at these, I made some color work ones, I made some ribbed ones, and I made some cabled ones, and the all over color work ones. So I think there is a the difference, and there is a part in my, inside me which is what is the word for aiming for? I don't know, for a cabled sock, but not that fine or small cables like in this Linnea sock, more like a thicker cabled, or more like a classic looking cable sock. So maybe this could be something for the next month. And there are the Prato socks. I got the pattern already, so yeah, I'm only waiting for the right time. And here is the yarn already set up, a very nice Mondim colorway. But it wasn't challenging to get these 7 pairs done, so I think it wouldn't be complicated to do the whole year, or 12 years in the whole year. But it could be fun to make a second part in December to check out what I've knitted, and I won't show all the pairs then again. Maybe I will show them but not talk about them and link this video again, and then maybe I will make another short clip about what I have knitted the last half of the year, because I am knitting so many objects that there is no way that I am doing everything I knit in 2025. So yeah, maybe half a year could be a nicer one, or maybe my favorite projects or something like this. But the sock video, yeah, would be fun, or I thought it was nice to show you all of my pairs. And yeah, you could recommend me in the comments your favorite sock patterns. So I need some inspirations for the last half of the year or the second half. And yeah, I told you about 2 plans, but there are 4 socks left. Yeah, okay, thank you for staying with me for a little shorter time, or a shorter time than my other videos. Sorry. I don't know how to end these videos. Please give the video some thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, so it's very nice for myself to get this subscription, and you don't miss my next videos. Bye bye.